Happy day to all. This is Nivedita, founder of Sri Ahana Physiotherapy Academy. Our today's topic is going to be about overuse injuries. We all know the fact that immobilization is detrimental. But then, to maintain a connective tissue structure and function, it is necessary to exercise beyond a threshold. Both sustained and repetitive loading to the articular surface and the surrounding connective tissues can lead to adverse effects. Damage to a connective tissue can occur in two ways. One is the sudden application of a large force. The other one is repeated and sustained application of a small load to the connective tissue. So talking about the first kind of loading, that is the sudden application of a large force to the connective tissue, it is generally a non-physiological process. So what happens here is a large amount of stress and strain is created upon the connective tissue. So the connective tissue may undergo a sudden fracture, be it to the bone or taking the tendon, it can undergo a rupture, or if you take a muscle, it can undergo a muscle rupture. So now talking about the second type of repetitive loading, that is smaller force that is being loaded upon the connective tissue, it is a physiological process. So what happens here is it creates a creep in the connective tissue. Creep is nothing but when you take a connective tissue and subject it to loading, it will undergo lengthening at first. So once it is lengthened to a particular extent, from there to the second loading response, this same connective tissue will have less resistance. So this is termed as creep that occurs in the connective tissue. When a deformed tissue undergoes new loading, what happens is the connective tissue will enter into a plastic range. We all know that in plastic range, tissues will undergo microfailure. So this is the reason for chronic low back pain and certain kind of tendon injuries. Next, talking about the ligaments and the capsules. So when the ligaments and capsules, they undergo tensile loading, there occurs a permanent change in length. So here what happens is when you take, for example, the ACL, when the ACL is completely lost, it shows that the permanent damage has occurred to the ligament. Then when you talk about the capsule, when there is more loading on the posterior part of the knee capsule, what happens is this connective tissue enters into the plastic range. It not only affects the capsule, but also it affects the knee joint range of motion by creating a hypermobility in the knee joint. When a cartilage is subjected to repetitive compressive loading, what happens is it will undergo creep, it will become thin, and it will be permanently deformed. So here in the cartilage there occurs cell death, and at focal points where the pressure is more, what happens is there the permeability and the fluid flow will be reduced. Joints and connective tissues that undergo repetitive loading will result in injuries because they don't have enough time to recover. Injuries that are a result of repetitive strains of connective tissues are termed as overuse injuries, or in other terms they are called as overuse syndromes, or repetitive motion disorders, or repetitive strain injuries. These kind of overuse injuries are more common in farmers, in athletes, in musicians, factory workers and office workers. It is very common in women than in men. This can be due to menstruation or during pregnancy or due to lactation. Biopsy materials from the tendons of people undergoing surgery for overuse injuries have reported two kinds of things. One is the inflammatory process in the tissue, and the other one is the degenerative process in the tissue. So this is an overall view about the overuse injuries. I hope it would have been clear to you all. Thank you.